Everyone, hi Mr. Kenny Sang, Miss Thùy Dương, and Mr. Đức Việt. For some reasons, today is my first video as Langmaster Level 2 with you guys. My video today have two parts. Part 1 is about rule number 1 of Eisenhower's 7 rules. And part 2 is what I learned from that lesson. Okay, let's start. Firstly, I will tell you about rule number 1 of Eisenhower's 7 rules. The rule is learn phrases, not individual words. Very simple and very easy. A phrase is a group of words, not just a group of words. You may have a whole sentence, but a phrase is a part of a sentence. In school, you probably remembered individual words. You had big vocabulary list and you try to memorize them word by word. That's not a good way to learn vocabulary. It's much better if you learn phrases or group of words. So where do you find those phrases? You can find phrases in Real English podcast that you are listening to, or in Real English storybook that you are reading. You are listening a podcast, you hear new words, or you are reading a book, you see a new word, just write down. But not write down just the words. You should write down the phrase or the sentence that was in. This was in a phrase or in a sentence is much easier to remember because it have a situation, it has kind of picture, a story, and when you get them from something you can remember it's much easier. So for example, you want to remember you are reading the book and you see the word hate, H-A-T-E, hate, and you want to remember it. You maybe before you write the word down, like hate, and you look up in dictionary, look up the hate meaning, and you try to remember them. Hate means dislike. Hate means dislike. It's not a way. It's not good way to remember the word. You should write a sentence or phrase that the word hate in. For example, you write Yours hates ice cream. John hates ice cream. So you can remember it's easier and you can picture it in the mind, and it's kind of, you can learn how to use the word hate too. It's followed he, so it's a hate with the s. So if you just learn the word hate, maybe you can forget the s follow his. He hates. You can maybe you just say he hates ice cream. It's not true. So don't memorize a list in a textbook. You should learn phrases. Okay, that's all I have to tell you about rule number 1 of Eisenhower's 7 rules. Hope you enjoy this rule and use it after listening this video. Okay, let's move on to part 2. Part 2 is about what I learned from last lesson. In the last lesson, I learned how to keep a conversation. There is a tip. If your partner say no, you seem not interested with what you're saying, just change the topic. You can use the yes no questions to lead the partner to another topic, and you can use W8 questions to get more information. There are 8 types of 8 W8 questions. 7 W and 1 8. You can remember like 7 wives and 1 husband. The tip to remember easier. 7 wives is who, what, which, when, where, why, whose, and 1 husband is house. I will tell you more later. In the last lesson, I learned about the topic hobbies, how to ask someone's hobbies naturally, and how to answer those questions. Native English speakers almost never use the word hobbies when asking about them. They usually ask, "What do you do for fun?" Or "What do you do in your free time?" Or "What do you like doing in your spare time?" So to answer for those questions, the easiest way is to say, "I like to do something," or "I like doing something." You can say how much you like the hobby by adding the word really or kinda. From high level to low level is really like, and then kinda like. If you don't have any special hobbies, or you don't want to be specific, a good way to reply is that says, "I like to hang out with my friend," and stuff like this. Okay, now let's practice ask and answer some questions with me. What do you like to do in your free time? I like to read books. What book do you like best? Nearly it is Uncle Tom's Cabin. What do you do in your spare time? I like listening to music. What kind of music do you like? I like pop music. Do you like rock music? No, I don't like rock. It's kind of noisy. Do you like camping out on the weekend? Yes, I kind of like. But I can't do that so much. Who do you like to camp out with? I like camping out with my family and my friends. What do you do for fun? I like hanging out with my friends and stuff like this. Do you like to play with your dog? Yes, I really like playing with my dog. How often do you play with your dog? I play with my dog every day, at least once a day. Okay, that's all my homework today. Hope it is good. Thank you for listening, and see you next time.